Hello everybody. How are you? I hope you're doing fine. I apologize for my stuffy voice. I've caught a bit of a cold. Nothing serious, nothing problematic, I'm fine. But my voice is a little... It is what it is. Hello, Internet Sliver. I thought you couldn't make it. Oh, I'm really happy you're here. Why do I not have you in my list of participants? I do have you on my list of participants now. Sneaky. You skipped Aikido. Aww. You're so sweet. Thank you. Really, it means a lot. And so I'm not the only reason. Okay, that makes me feel a little better, actually. Are you okay? Is everything fine? You don't have to answer if you don't want to, of course, but you know it already. So last time on my last live stream we managed to create a patchwork of ideas in the form of a D&D creature, a D&D boss fight. Oh, yeah, I just need to do stuff tomorrow afternoon and other stuff during the weekend. Gotcha. That makes sense. And so, yeah, we might as well continue where we left off. We were working on something called, well, that we named the Brewing Patient. We decided it to be a humanoid, medium in size, which means the size of a normal human person. Don't think too hard about the numbers here. They are entirely useless for now. They are the ones that this website created for us, but they are not conclusive. I will probably work on them off stream, since I don't want to burden people who don't care too much about Dungeons and Dragons with the maths behind it, and focus more on ideas and theory crafting, all that good stuff. Condition immunities swagged also means absolutely nothing. It's just random gibberish stuff that the website put as a placeholder. As you can see, language is Latin. Again, the website is playing tricks on us. Challenge 10, random number the site gave, with an EXP number that number 1 doesn't match the challenge 10, and it's just a jumble of numbers. Then we get to the good parts, the one that we actually crafted. We decided it would be a boss fight in 2 phases. In phase 1, it has magic, and it creates 3 effects, one at a time, and once it's done 3 effects, it goes into phase 2, where it leaves the magic behind and starts pummeling our players, which is always fun. Well, for the game master. No, I'm joking. By the way, I hope you're having something good to drink. I'm treating myself with an infusion of ginger and lemon, with some, I was about to say milk, but that would be awful. No, honey. Ginger, lemon, and honey. To soothe my throat a little bit. Rockstar VA, hey, how you doing? Bork! How are you doing? I hope you're doing amazing. Tyranid Sliver, you're eating as always. Nice. Good to know you're keeping yourself healthy. Rockstar VA, you're just living life. Well, that's good. That's always good. By the way, how is music? Can you hear it? Is it too loud? Is it too soft? Can you not hear anything? What music? That's a good answer. Very quiet or muted? Okay. Let's see here. This any better? Still a bit quiet. Okay. How about this? I'm always afraid of having music too loud to the point where it's annoying, which is a thing I'm very, I don't want to say sensitive when I'm watching a stream, but it is one of the things that I really fear will be a problem for the audience. The sound picked up, now it's too loud. There you go. How about now? Troubleshooting stream. Hell yeah. Tavern music. Hell yeah, tavern music is the best. Acceptable. Okay. Is the music to your liking, my liege? By the way, the only reason I dare mock Tyranid Sliver like this is because we know each other in real life, and this is... we know how to joke around. How to joke around without being annoying, I should say. Whatever. Let's get back to business. The business being going on with explaining what we did last time. And so, yeah, we left off at the phase 2. yeah, big punches. Phase 2, the, the boring patient stops using magic or spell-like effects, more like, and it starts just pummeling down on the players. The unhinged part of this boss fight, which was created by me and the chat, mostly the chat actually, is that, as you can see here, it summons washing machines that it throws at the players. Does it make sense? Possibly. Doesn't have to. And the even more unhinged part is that during the second phase, it will try to stuff the players into said washing machines. For reasons unknown, but that's the beauty of this. And since we agreed that this was a pretty unhinged concept overall, we decided to make it a nightmare, or something that takes place partially into a nightmare. Inside, sorry, a nightmare, or a dream, or something like that. To defeat the Huns. Did I... Oh, let's get down to business. Alright, yeah. I said, this was a Milan joke. But where does it come from? Oh, right. Always defeat the Huns. Never not defeat the Huns. Ah, Milan. That's such a good movie. Didn't like the second one as much, and I still haven't seen the live action, but I've seen mixed reviews. I'm not too big on live action remakes. I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen the Lion King one either. Have you? Do you have opinions on them? I'm curious. And so, well, wait. Let me delete the pack tactics, which are absolutely not relevant. And as I was saying, the last part of the second phase is summoning other patients to fight alongside it. Other humanoid creatures, minions, if you will. Not other copies of it itself. Not at all. I'm not gonna be that piece of shit. Not that one, at least. Oh yeah, it will also be able to throw already present washing machines. It will have additional shenanigans if there's somebody already inside that washing machine. If you ask me how I'm saying these things with a straight face, the answer is I don't know. I have no idea. But I am reveling in the chaotic dreamscape that this creature came to be. Live action, ew. Tyrannid Sliver. My thought exactly. But I don't wanna yuck somebody's yum or something like that. Rockstar VA, I saw the live action Pinocchio. Oh, how was that? I will be sincere, I had no idea they made one. Or rather, it depends. I didn't know they made one in recent times. Sorry. I remember the one with Roberto Benigni, which I saw years and years and years ago, and I actually liked that one. But yeah, it's nothing new at all. Very strange, slightly traumatizing. Yeah, yeah, Pinocchio is not exactly a child-friendly tale when you take it out of the context of the fable. Yeah, a live action will and should have those characteristics, I would say. I think that if it wasn't like that, it it kind of would have missed the mark to an extent. I don't want to speak too much about it because I haven't seen it, but all in all, that's the idea that I get. The whole whale segment should be straight out of a horror movie, basically. And coming back, as we're basically having these two parallel conversations, coming back to our creature, the actions, absolutely nothing to see here, actually. Let's just make it so. Let's write that here will be the various attack details, which I will probably write down on my own later. As for legendary actions, which are actions that a boss creature can take in between turns, we have the possessed washing machines, in which all washing machines attack enemies within 20 feet and turn all of their white clothing pink. Because, as you know, washing machines have the tendency to be loaded with various cleaning agents which absolutely wreck the shit out of your white clothes. White clothes. My pronunciation is out the window today. And the other one is burrow. It just burrows and moves up to 30 feet while below the ground. This doesn't say that it has to end its movement on the surface, so it could just go. Man, I just love Kevin MacLeod's music. I just can't. I love it. I said so last stream too, and I'm such a fanboy for this person. I have to say it. And so, since you're here, Roxa, what are your impressions on this thing? This whatever this is that we brought to life last stream. And based on what I said and what you can read, do you have any ideas? Anything that you would like to add to this patchwork monster of a creature? Don't worry about throwing out ideas that are fully fledged, just definitely unique. Right. What else can we do with this? So, actually, let's start. Defining some of these things. Let's give it multi-attack. Second phase only. Burrowing patient makes 2 slam attacks. And slam. Does the washing machine shoot out water? Yes. That's the legendary action. Possessed washing machines. The attack against enemies within 20 feet we thought would be like a spray of boiling water. This would be a melee weapon. Melee weapon attack. Creature. Within 5 feet. In case of a hit, some bludgeoning damage. The precise amount doesn't really matter right now. Is there a dryer to go with a washer? There is not right now. Do you have an idea for for adding a dryer to this mix? Maybe give it a special attack if it's burrowed. That's an interesting idea. Sure. What should it do? Because the obvious thing that comes to mind is the time and time again seen the creature that pops up from the ground with kind of an explosion of scattering of earth and rock. So maybe the most simple thing would be with an action it can unburrow and deal damage in a relatively small area of effect, and maybe throw people prone. But and as much as that's, yeah, you know what, maybe it's nice that it's a simple thing, because everything else is very unique, as Rockstar VA said. So maybe this one should be a little more on the tame side. What do you think? So let's say unburrow. Let's call it that for now, unless you have, if you have an interesting name for this, let's hear it. Wait. Of course. Was back to the surface, dealing damage in an area around it. Let's say 10 feet area around it. Creatures in the area must make a dexterity, strength saving throw. Let's say dexterity. Saving throw or be knocked prone. The area becomes difficult terrain. What do you think about that? The attack pack. What? The attack pack? What do you mean? I'm sorry, I'm slow. The name. Oh! Attack back. Why? I mean... I am not above this. The whole idea of this thing is to make this together, so if you got jokes, they're gonna make the final cut. I don't make the rules. I just change them. No, but you know, things, you know, seriousness, I'm okay with this. So, wait, this is louder. This song is louder. Hey. No. Lower. Okay, so we've got, I think we've got a creature in our hands. The only thing that's left to really decide is the details. The details of the abilities, numbers, and basically translate this all into D&D lingo. I guess. Unless you have other ideas to throw into the pot, which they're always welcome. In the meantime, I will drink water. I would try to incorporate the dryer. Sure. Yeah. How would we do that? What's the thing? Would it be something that, like an attack that deals fire damage, since it's a heating thingy? Maybe the copy summons the dryer instead, since we did the copy can also cast spells or spell-like abilities. Heat resistance, Rockstar VA. Interesting. Maybe while the copy is out, if a washing machine is summoned, a dryer is also summoned. And as long as the creature is within a certain distance of the dryer, it has heat resistance. But of course it will have to move around during the fight, so it's not like a placement and the players playing around the dryer is a big part of this. Interesting. I like the idea. Do you have other options for this? It's such a weird concept. It's so out there. It's I can't believe this. I can't believe it's not butter. Whatever. 90s commercials. American 90s commercials that I discovered years ago through MTV for no reason. There was like a rock and roll chart on MTV years and years ago one night, and they for some reason started talking about I think Hulk Hogan or this other guy, I don't remember who it was, who apparently made a spot for an ad, a television ad for a vegetarian butter, which was called Not Butter or something like that. And the only line this person had to say was, "I can't believe it's not butter." And they butchered it so hard it became a meme in the 90s. It's I don't know why, but it stuck to me, and sometimes I just it just comes out. Weird brain. Internet Sliver. Maybe some combined interaction between the washing machine and the dryer. Yes. Interesting, but what? It's a good idea. I like it. I like it. But I was thinking something like being thrown into a washing machine gives you the condition drenched, and being hit by the dryer, you're vulnerable to the dryer's damage as long as you're drenched, and once you're hit by it, you stop being drenched. But this sounds like that doesn't make sense at all. Like, it's one of those nonsensical video games logics that I don't like too much. I can't believe it's not butter is still the suggested search on Google. Oh my lord, I love the human race. I don't. But sometimes there's these little tidbits of information candy that makes me have faith in humanity. Yeah, it's so stupid. Man, MTV charts was something different. I remember it fondly. Rest in peace, MTV. It's not dead, technically, but... I'm not gonna finish that sentence. But you know what I said, what I thought. Because you thought it as well. Unless you're an avid MTV watcher, in which case... Number 1, why? Number 2, I'm sorry. Ah, yes, and you can see now that this song has 3 stars out of 5. And the only reason it does is because I misclicked and gave it stars, and I can't remove them. I physically cannot. The software does not allow me to remove the vote. Interesting. Whatever, it's open source. I can kiss my elbows. Maybe you need to stand close to the dryer to remove a debuff given by the washing machine. Interesting. MTV had played good music for a while though. Absolutely. Absolutely. MTV played amazing music for years. MTV was the my biggest source of music discovery through middle school and the first few years of high school, actually. I discovered the first Full Metal Alchemist through MTV. Priceless. I discovered a few anime through what in Italy was the Anime Night, which was conveniently on a Tuesday, because of course, from 9 to 10:30 p.m. I think, whatever. And I discovered a few bands which I listen to this day. Lordi, I discovered through MTV. Their Halloween charts. I discovered Lordi, Death Stars, Cradle of Filth, which I don't listen to much anymore, and there was another one, which I don't remember. I think Metallica. Yeah, I heard of them before, but I never really listened to them. And I remember one night I saw the music video for All Nightmare Long by Metallica. That thing traumatized me. It's a 9-minute horror movie. It's amazing. But anyway, back to what Turnit Sliver said. It's interesting. Yeah, let's do that. Maybe if you are hit by an attack of the washing machine, you become drenched and you lose like 10 feet of movement speed. And by being within like 10 feet of a dryer, at the end of your turn, you immediately lose the debuff. How about that? Or yeah, I don't want to complicate this too much, because otherwise it becomes one of those things that it's interesting on paper, but once the DM has to remember everything and the players have to keep track of everything, it becomes really, really complicated. It slows down play instead of adding interesting aspects, I think. So anyway, yeah. Let's say nope. The duplicate drops dryers instead of washing machines. Or let's say that I'm looking at the possessed washing machines. The target becomes drenched. Drenched targets and creatures lose 10 feet of movement. Have their speed reduced by 10 feet. And ending their turn within 10 feet of a dryer removes the drenched condition. How about that? It's making me hungry. I'm gonna go get lunch. See you later. Goodbye, Rockstar. Have a good lunch. Okay. I'm reading the attack back. Why does this make me laugh? For no reason. I love it. This thing. So, I'm looking at things here. Throws people into the washing machines. this was we thought about it as a grapple attack. How do we rule this? I would halve the movement speed. Okay, that makes sense. Halved. Also, this throws people into the washing machines. Strength saving throw. How do we rule this? I would say how do we call it? To the washer. No, just to the washer. No. I would say next to slam or to the washer attacks. And I'm thinking about them as melee weapon attacks, of course. Against one creature within 5 feet, and on a hit, target takes damage and must on a strength saving throw or be thrown up to 30 up with a P up to 30 feet into an unoccupied washing machine. Probably restrained and some damage every turn while inside the washing machine, yeah. Yes. Where do we put it? Here. Washing machine. A creature trapped inside a washing machine has total cover from anything outside of it. It is restrained and blinded. It can use an action on its turn to attempt to escape. Making an athletics or acrobatics check, I think. This makes it kind of unlikely to happen if it needs both a successful attack and a failed saving throw. Right. Any number of creatures. Sure, that's nice actually. Yeah. I'm thinking about the attack versus saving throw. Sure. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's not an attack. It's just a grapple that happens, and the creature can make a saving throw, in which case maybe takes like half the damage and doesn't get thrown, or full damage and thrown. Sure, makes sense. Where am I watching? Here. Not to the washer. Instead of it being an attack, we can say that the burrowing patient can forgo an attack on its turn to grapple a creature within 5 feet of it. Target takes damage and must succeed in saying, okay, yeah. How about that? Further, from what we have written, I expect there to be exactly 1 washing machine and 1 dryer after the second turn. Yes. That's what I also expect. I don't know if it has the capacity to make more washing machines. No, it shouldn't have more washing machine of its own, but maybe there are some in the Nightmarescape, in the Asylum/Nightmarescape. Like 1 more or 2 more. What do you think? I'm sorry if I'm very, very silent tonight. Maybe more than last time too, but my throat is a bit scuffed. I'm drinking a lot, but it helps not too much. Oh, I was saying, there should be one washing machine and one dryer, as you say, and I don't think that it has a way to make more, since once they switch to the Nightmarescape, the it goes to the second phase. And my hypothesis was maybe there are some one or two more washing machines into the Nightmarescape, just already there present. Yeah, only one and a couple added in phase. Ah, both options, as in. Okay. Only one for the entire fight, you mean? Yeah. Maybe it can have a legendary action that lets it throw additional washing machines, but this can only be used during the second phase. Phase. Phase is a different word. Sorry, I had to sneeze. And so, yeah, I was thinking, yeah, I like the idea of throwing more washing machines during the second phase. Maybe as a very costly legendary action, so it's not something that it can be spammed. I like more if they're already there to keep it simpler. Ah, makes sense, yeah. Sure, I like it. Yeah. I think there's enough here where I can just go and complete this by myself. Adding numbers and stats and everything. What the fuck? I'm sorry. Hello? He's drunk. We made a stat block that's too chunky for it. Shit. Okay. Hmm. Okay, let's delete a couple things. I hate it. Nope, 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 nope. Abort, abort. No, 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 no. Oh boy, playing with this. Of course the Italian, the fucking scuffed tarantella comes up as soon as we start messing with this stuff. Of course. It knows. Okay, is it? Almost. Okay, this should be... Yes, okay. This is better. You like how it came out? Yeah, so do I. This is an interesting concept. Completely batshit crazy. Balls to the walls insane, but... I love it. I'll have to tag Kitty Garden and Sin once it comes out. I think I'll publish it somewhere like on Twitter or stuff like that once it's done, and give credit where it's due, because of course to you as well, Terran Sliver. And now, what? I'm one of those people that, when presented with conversation and stuff, and now we dance to celebrate. Yes. Time for celebration. Cheese for everyone. Wait. Scratch that. What if somebody doesn't like cheese? It wouldn't be much of a celebration then, now would it? Scratch that. Cheese for no one. Shogorath. One of the best NPCs in the story, in the history of NPCs. I love the guy. Person, entity. And we go back to tavern music. As I was saying, I'm one of those people that, when in conversation, can come up with jokes or stuff like that based on what we're saying. But I would be the worst stand-up comedian. Sorry. You know what? Maybe next time I should prepare some things to bring to the stream rather than just going in gung-ho and hoping that something comes to mind, because tension makes it so that nothing comes to mind. And maybe it's not even tension, I don't feel tense, but it's not a natural state of conversation. Not a natural state of flow of the conversation, I would say. But anyway. Backup topics, yes. Flashcards. By the way, thinking about stuff. Lately I've been reading a bit of the Dungeon Meister, which is a cocktail recipe book based on Dungeons and Dragons, or rather, where the cocktails are freely inspired by things in Dungeons and Dragons. It is not affiliated with Wizards of the Coast or any of that. And I love it. There are a number of things in that book that I need to try, and I can't wait for the right occasion to do so. I can't wait for a social gathering, maybe at somebody's home or in a place where these things can be tried, because there are so many interesting recipes in there. It's mind-boggling how much effort was put into it. And mind you, I say this even though every single measurement in that book is in American freedom units, which, as a European, I can't stand them. And like, come on. You can't tell me that these are... You can't... Ounces are fine. Fahrenheit degrees start to be a little scuffed. But when you start going to cups, what the hell? 3/4 of a cup. Who decided this would have been a good idea? 3/4 of a cup, which is 6 fluid ounces, which is 12 tablespoons, which means 36 teaspoons. Why? And I'm sure that for people who are used to this, it's easy, it's simple, and it's obvious. Which, of course, it's a matter of perspective, and I will never argue with that. But for comedy's sake, I will argue with that. No, what I mean is, I don't really have a problem with it, more than it's fun to, you know, it's fun to complain. And yeah, so I can't wait to try these things because they are amazing. I wish I could show you. I wish I had an actual camera to show you, but I don't want to have a camera because I don't want to show you my face. Good thing there are good recipes. Hey. Like, I opened at a random page and we have 3 halflings in a trench coat, which it reads, "It is a well-known fact that there is little more terrifying or confusing than the combined might of 3 halflings in a trench coat coming right after you. In the same way, the 3 rums that find themselves hidden in a coat of sweetness and sour juices are sure to be a powerhouse." And the recipe calls for white rum, dark rum, demerara rum, 3/4 ounces of lime juice, 3/4 ounces of white grapefruit juice. Wait, white grapefruit? Every day is a cool day. 1 ounce of honey syrup. Okay, there's the recipe in another part of the book. 2 ounces of club soda, or enough to fill. 1 orange wheel for garnish. 1 skewer for garnish, and 3 stemmed maraschino cherries. Or is it maraschino in English? Whatever, maraschino or maraschino. Toma. Combine rums, juices, and syrup in an ice-filled shaker and shake well to combine and chill. Strain into a Collins glass filled with ice. Fill to top with club soda. Garnish with skewed orange wheel and cherries. And the Dungeon Meister tip for this recipe is: originally there were only 2 halflings in a trench coat, and it was just so they could get into bars and restricted movies. It wasn't until an enterprising third joined in that the world was to know the true power of a wobbly mass with 6 arms and a dapper fashion sense. Which is not a tip at all, but most of them are just jokes and memes. Terence Lever: I already hate astronomers for using centimeters per gram per second as base units and some other random units. What does centimeter per gram per second mean? What? What does it... How? What are you measuring? Like stars and shit. Okay, fine, but what about stars and shit needs that stuff? I meant CMG. What is that? I have no idea. Is that still centimeter gram second? What does it mean? Interesting reaction, but what does it mean? But that makes all composed units based on those. You're further confusing me. I'm sorry, but my soapy smooth brain is not up to speed. Like erg for energy. I think I'm about to experience a blue screen of death in real life. I feel like my brain is trying to go places where it's not supposed to be. Oh, you mean instead of using meters, you use centimeters and grams instead of kilograms. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, I see what you mean now. Sorry. My brain is a little fried. Yeah, I can understand the frustration when everything else uses kilograms, and if you have to compare measurements, you have to do conversions all the time. Is that the thing? Why? I don't fucking know. The best possible answer. That's good. Half the measurements include 10. Wait, how do I say that in English? 10 power 30, something like that. Anyway, so I don't know. Okay. How do I say that in English? To the 30, I think. Okay. To the power of 30, says Google. Maybe to the 30 is the shortened version. I don't know, but still. But still. Yeah, that's colloquial. Okay. You know, I'm changing the subject here. Do you know what I would love to do for for a future stream? I'd love to get my hands on a game book in English and play it with people. I think that would be really, really cute. I would love to do that, as much as I'm not the best reader. I stumble upon my words from time to time, or rather, pretty fucking often. But still, that's a vibe that I would love to bring here. And I think it would be a little engaging. I would love to do that. Unfortunately, all game books I own at the moment are in Italian, but hopefully a trip to the local bookshop will solve that. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe in the future, in a couple weeks or so. Anyway, I think that seeing how my throat is screaming right now, and how we're, well, pretty much done with our burrowing patient, I think I'll call it a night. And people can decide what to do in chat, or there are ways to do polls. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking about. Either chat, or if there's few people, or polls if for some reason the chat gets a little more crowded. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, I think I'll call it a night. Thank you a lot for being here. It means so much. And have a good night. Bye bye.